Please give a warm round of applause to Justin and Krista, please. This night does not happen without them. And for that matter, Cambria, for heaven's sakes, they have really stepped up. Let's give them a round of applause. And Compound Diamond has really been here from the beginning, and so let's give them a round of applause as well. And I know I'm missing other people, but we'll get to them a little later on. So we just cannot thank Justin and Kristen enough for all that they do for the Arthritis Foundation. Not only do a lot of people not know that kids live with arthritis, but the fact that they just keep coming back year after year after year to help raise money for this cause in this community, it just speaks so much to the kind of people that they are, and the impact that they're making on this community and the kids that live here is immeasurable. We can tell you that right now. So on behalf of the Arthritis Foundation Board of Directors, thank you so much. It's my pleasure now to introduce to you a very inspiring young lady who is living with juvenile arthritis and is working very hard as well to make an impact on people that are living with the disease. And we are privileged to have her share her story tonight. So please welcome Sarah to the stage right now. Sarah.
I was 9 years old and it was time for my yearly checkup to the pediatrician. As the oldest of 4 in my family, I remember that particular Saturday morning, my mom was trying to finish making pancakes for breakfast before quickly handing off my baby brother to Dad as we rushed out the door for what I thought would be a routine visit to the doctor. As predicted, when I got to the doctor's office, I was weighed, measured, and directed to take a hearing exam with the nurse. The doctor later came in, and my mom got out her usual list of questions for the doctor. Her first question was, why does Sarah have such red, swollen hands, fingers, and feet? The doctor looked me over and seconds later told us, I think we better get Sarah scheduled at Children's Clinic as soon as possible. I think she has juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. What was juvenile rheumatoid arthritis? I didn't know, and the rest of the routine visit was a blur, certainly not routine. The next week, I went through a battery of tests at Children's, and it was confirmed I did have rheumatoid arthritis. I remember thinking that I was worried, but I was also relieved. I had felt this way for a really long time, unable to get up in the morning due to pain and stiffness, unable to get dressed because of my swollen hands, unable to walk down the stairs, and never feeling rested after a full night's sleep, and always sick. I hadn't questioned these symptoms before then because, honestly, I thought that was how I was supposed to feel. I was only 9, and I had lived with pain for so long that I didn't think to question it until my mom said something to the doctor. I didn't really want to tell anyone that I had rheumatoid arthritis because I didn't want it to define me. So I went on with my life as though nothing was wrong. Thank goodness for my family. We pulled together as we always did when something was not right. And we started various medications, some making my pain worse, and some finally better, before we settled on Enbrel injections. The injections clearly helped my physical symptoms, but I remember questioning the rheumatologist as to why my left hand had always seemed better than my right hand. She didn't really have an answer. The only explanation that I could come up with was because I play the violin. I practice every day and have been playing since I was 3 years old. My left hand is the one that exercises by pressing down the strings when I play the violin, whereas my right hand just holds the bow. I was convinced this was the reason my left hand felt so much better than my right hand. Juvenile rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disease, so occupational therapy or exercise were unlikely options for relief, according to my doctors. Suddenly, I began thinking differently based on my own personal experiences. At age 12, I started working on developing a hand exercise device that was based on the violin, but could be used by anyone, musicians or non-musicians. I really wanted to do this because I believed that it would work and that it may help other people with arthritis. I went through several hundred prototypes. Our kitchen looked like a carpentry shop with boards and nails everywhere. I constantly read articles, medical journals, and anything related to hand exercise or orthopedic products. My room was a maze of papers and diagrams, and I finally decided on a design that was durable, simple, and functional. I called my invention the ViX. After speaking with doctors and occupational therapists, I decided to conduct a study utilizing the ViX. I really wanted to know if the Viax would help others like it had helped me. So I found patients from the Twin Cities metro area and greater Minnesota, and I settled on a group of people with arthritis that satisfied my specific criteria and who agreed to exercise with my hand device every day for 4 weeks. The results of my study showed that 95% of the patients improved their hand function and grip strength, and 70% of the patients improved their joint pain. I went on to research and file a provisional patent with the United States Patent and Trademark Office, and I received patent pending status on my Viax invention in 2012. Twin Cities Orthopedics, which is the 3rd largest orthopedic clinic in the country, and the University of Minnesota have been utilizing my invention with their own patients since 2012. A year later, in 2013, I filed a utility patent application on the Viax. Recently, I just learned that the United States Patent and Trademark Office granted me a full utility patent on the Viax. Now I'm in the process of redesigning the Viax into a simple rectangular shape, allowing kids or adults to pick from an array of colors like they might do with a cast when they break an arm. I hope that the Viax can benefit not only people with arthritis, but others who have suffered from hand injuries, strokes, or other disabling hand injuries. Now I'm almost 16. I'm still on Enbrel. While I still get run down easily and sick more often than most, my arthritis has taught me self-discipline and given me an even stronger motivation to help others. The Viax has helped me turn a terrible disease into a positive way that I can help others who suffer from arthritis. I'm so thankful.
We are in for a treat because Sarah's actually going to play the violin for us right now, which I just think is the most beautiful, beautiful instrument. By the way, what were you doing at 15? Were you trying to solve the PT problem for people with arthritis? I don't think you were, so you should feel bad about yourselves right now because this is an incredible, incredible young woman. We are so proud of everything that you've been able to accomplish. And will you grace us with your music talent now? Thank you, Sarah. That was absolutely stunning. Thank you. So where are your parents? Where are your parents? Where are Sarah's parents?